framed and then put in an easel.
Let me tell you a little, the second part of my story is that I saw Elvis live in concert 3 different times. The first time I saw Elvis was in Hawaii, 1957. I was 16 years old. Elvis did a concert, he did 2 concerts in Hawaii, and he did a concert, he did 2 concerts at Aloha Stadium, but he did a side concert the next night at Schofield Barracks, which is the Army base over there, still is the Army base over there. And my mother and my brother and I saw him at Schofield Barracks. It was Elvis, it was Scotty Moore, it was DJ Fontana, Bill Black, and the Jordanaires. And it was just like the best thing I'd ever seen in my life. And 16 years old, seeing it for the first time, I became a fan and have been ever since.
Wow.
And that concert was actually the very last concert that Elvis did in the 1950s. And because he went into the service the next year.
That's great.
Our next station from Hawaii was Naval Air Station, Memphis. I met Judy in Memphis, and we got married in 1968, and together we saw Elvis at the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa, Alabama in 1971. Elvis is now doing his Las Vegas style show, opened with the music from Space Odyssey 2001, the jumpsuit, the karate, the scarves, the cape, everything, just absolutely electrifying. That was my wife's first time to see Elvis, and my second. And then we saw him together at a very historical concert, I like to say, or a very special concert, March the 20th, 1974, Mid-South Coliseum, Memphis, Tennessee. And what was so famous about that concert was he recorded that concert live, and it was the very first concert that he made a record album from it, made a record album from that concert, and it was the very first record album that he did that did not have his picture or face on the front of the album. It had a picture of Graceland, which made it special. That was special right there.
And when he performed in Memphis, he was hesitant because he didn't think that there would be a very good turnout. And when he came on stage, one of the first things he says when they turned the lights on in the Coliseum, he was so amazed. He was just very humble, and he said, "Oh, thank y'all for coming." He said, and he mentioned it himself. He said, "I didn't think there would be very many people here."
This is in '74.
Yeah, '74.
Of course, it was a sellout. And it was the only concert. There was a man that always said at the end of the concert, Elvis never did an encore. He just had one last song, and then a man would come out and say, "Elvis has left the building." Well, at this one in Memphis, the man came out and he said, "Elvis has left Graceland." That's the only time they ever used that.
74. Wow.
That ending right there.
And also another thing I remember about that concert was that he sang the song "How Great Thou Art." And as you know, there's really no one that could ever sing it like Elvis. And you know, that rendition from that concert was one of Elvis's Grammys that he won in it was the Grammy that he won in 19.
Yeah, the only Grammy I guess was based on his religious music.
Right. He made that. I've heard he had made 3.
Yeah.
But
Get back to the camera.
no, we're okay.
That's great. Yeah.
We're fine.
So you both are celebrating your 40th anniversary this year?
We will.
Yes.
And what's that date?
November the 2nd.
Okay.
We're going to be in Lafayette, Louisiana. We've got some very dear friends from the Mississippi Delta, which is where we used to live. We lived there for 35 years. And we're going to hook up with them, and it's about 5 couples, I believe, in it. And we're just going to listen to the Zydeco music and partaketh of all the food down there and everything, you know. So it's and I love that Cajun music and the Cajun dance, and you know, it's just
some fun festivals.
It's kind of country, you know, but that's I kind of like that, and we just all grew up together by adults is what I mean, and when we were in Greenwood, Mississippi, and it's going to be a fun trip.
Okay, I'm gonna close us down now. Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye.
Bye.